Welcome back, everybody. So I have seen so many good things about the at-home store online. My store has not had anything so far. So we have just driven about an hour to get to a different at-home store. Let's go in and see if we have any luck here. This is a very promising site indeed. Right here by the front door, we have a display that includes not only a giant skeleton, we have inflatables. We have seen that spider many times before, or at least very similar. Hopefully we'll see some more exciting things like this amazing statue. It is about 6 feet tall. The eyes glow. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a cemetery. It's not really a tombstone. It says RIP, I think, at the bottom here. There, yes, in fact, it does. But oh my gosh, I love that. I would love a couple of those flanking my cemetery entrance. I just wish they both were different. Here on the side view, you can see that 12, I'm assuming, is a 12-foot skeleton. Could be 10 feet. Very much like the Home Depot one. I didn't see a price on it, unfortunately. Nor did I see a price on these skeletons that were carrying the casket there. But there's a lot of merchandise here on the shelves that does have pricing. So let's take a look at that, including here are those candles that we just saw on the front display as well. Looks like they're going to run about $45, and that's the same price whether you get the plain black one or the cool one with the skulls on it. In the back here, we have a Welcome Foolish Mortals sign. Love those. And it's only $25. I spent over $50 for a similar one a couple of years ago now. Looks like they've got some regular Bless This House and Welcome wreath hangers mixed in with the Halloween. Hopefully we don't see too much more of that. I do like that they've got some tombstones here that are these, heavy duty, not plastic ones. Only $35, and you get a lot of detail on that little tombstone for $35. Big skull there, and some little boos. Not really sure what you're going to do with those, but it's only a couple bucks. Nice big happy Halloween with a candy corn, in case you want to go a little bit more of the youthful, cheery, non-scary route. But who wants that when you can have these nice big black gothic bows everywhere and keep it a little bit creepy? It is the creepy season. That's what we're all here for. Okay, we've got another tombstone here with, I assume, which lights up. Let's press the button. Didn't really turn this one on, but I assume those candles light up, and that would look pretty cool. I often do that myself when I have tombstones with some PVC candles that you can easily make. We've got some interesting colored skeletons there, pink and green. Definitely a different aesthetic than the typical orange and black. Ooh, look at this urn. Filled with a stack of skulls, including a raven on it. It's got the moss in between them. That is a nice aesthetic. I would love to have a couple of those flanking my front door. Again, I do wish they had a couple of different patterns because I don't want the exact same thing on both sides of the door. But maybe if you just flip it around, it'll kind of look a little bit different. No costume, no candy. I don't stand for that at all. I give candy to anyone who braves my path to my front door. And especially I don't like how they made that so colorful and cheerful. That is the wrong message I want to send out to the little kids. All right. Oh my gosh, I love this bust. I have wanted this. I almost bought it last year at the at-home store. It's not a bad price, $50. This year it looks a little bit different. It's got like moss on it. So it would be great to do in the outdoors, in your cemetery maybe, or just your garden as an outdoor sculpture. Love that. We've got an assortment of ornaments if you're interested in making a Halloween tree. Love this little cockeyed head spider. Oh my gosh, that's adorable too. Home Sweet Haunted Home. All right. Oh, here is our Halloween tree. What is that, 7 feet pre-lit tree? Interesting. You could put these bats going up through your tree as well, but I think they're really meant for the wall. Or your vampire display. Look at these cute little plushies. Love those. All right, and the gnome, of course. I'm not even going to comment on my feelings on the gnome. All right, little tchotchkes to decorate your shelves and whatnot. I like that little tic-tac-toe box with the ghosts and the pumpkins. Great little things to put out if you're having a party, just to let people pass the time. Of course, I say that, and I do put things like that out, and I don't think anyone ever uses them, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Some pillows here, more ornaments. Everything's kind of just arranged on the shelf in no particular order. But I do love this bat decor. This one is going to run you $17. That's pretty dramatic for that low price. All right, Here is a crystal ball. I'm assuming when you turn that switch that it will swirl and give a neat swirling effect inside the crystal ball. We've seen that many times before. All right, the spiders can run you about $50. That's about typically what I would expect for that. The at-home store usually has quite a large inflatable display, so I look forward to seeing the rest of whatever they have to put out. Unfortunately, that was it for this store for today. Mummy hands could be very creepy depending on what you have them coming out from. And then we've got, again, more ornaments just stashed everywhere. Look at this little ghost holding the pumpkin. I'm not a huge cutesy fan, but I've got to admit that that guy is pretty adorable. All right, another light up skull, more pillows. I do love the pillows. I tend to buy more and more depending on how I'm going to decorate, and I'm stuck with just a mound of pillows for Halloween. I know, there could be bigger problems, but what do you do with them when they don't fit your decor? They take up so much room. Anyway, we've got some candles, sticks, some pumpkins. Oh, look at the little house up here, a little haunted mansion. I don't know, it does say it lights up. There's not a try me button. I like the red color, but honestly, I kind of think it'd look better gray. Make that a little more haunted. Like the clock, I wonder if it does anything special. It's a little too high to reach. Don't know what the price is on there. Of course, if there is something that you want to know the price of that I'm not showing, I bet they have it on their website. But at least this will give you kind of an idea of an in-person look, because sometimes the website pictures can be a little bit deceptive. Wow, I don't know what this is. It's a welcome, just I guess a little statue. Love it though, that sort of, $15, not a bad price. That's such a nice piece of decor. Of course, more pillows. We've got some gothic looking plants you can put around. And I love this potion bottle with the spider on there and the jeweled top. It's only $4. That seems like a bargain, again, compared to those that we can find in other stores. Those prices just can be like $7-8 sometimes in that area. It's just nice to see something about half that. Now, this is a pillow that I would love to go home with. Love the shape of it. It's a hearse. It's $20. It's kind of small, but wow, look at the detail on that. Here on the other side of the aisle, you can start to see where they have lots of room to expand their Halloween decor. I'm sure there will be a lot more coming soon. Hopefully a lot more tombstones, because they're really upping their game this year with those. Of course, we do have some of the cheaper styrofoam ones, but I really like those heavy resin ones as well. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Another skeleton with the wings, and he's got his hand covering his face like he's crying or sad, or he's ready to jump out at you. It could be evil, it could be not. I don't know. I love it. All right, back in the aisle, we've got a few more of these large candles, not quite as big as those we first saw. A little bit more interesting, still a little over life size, like the stacked skulls with the birds. That's definitely my decorating aesthetic. I think it is beautiful and scary. As we move around the corner, we've got some more less scary things, I guess. I'm sure we will see a lot more doormats. So here we have one. Let's get spooky. Look at this pumpkin. I love how detailed these are starting to look. Not just your standard orange funkin that, you know, everybody has and doesn't even look real anymore. Love the details that they're putting into those now. And we've got a lot more just general decor. Again, love that cat, very retro, kind of cutesy, but still, it makes me kind of want it though. I always love decorating with stacks of books too, and it's not too bad, 12 something, pretty affordable. All right, look at this guy though. I'm not really sure. I guess he just would, you know, sit there like he's some specter looking over, like put him on your mantle, looking over your living room. I could totally build a display around him. Love that. And of course, I love my man-eating plants. I've just purchased one, I think 2 years ago, and I'd love to add more to my collection. He's got very big teeth though. Some candle holder houses. Oh, I didn't even notice that Ouija board on that skull. That's interesting. Of course, the skull with the bowler hat's very dapper. Here we have a light up cauldron, $50. I kind of thought that the bubbles would light up, so it was a little surprising to see that it was just some lights on the web. And we have some, oh, look here, another pillow that I love. It's a little coffin-shaped skeleton man. And then we have some light-up spiders. I wouldn't mind actually getting a bunch of those and putting them like down the driveway. That would be pretty neat. Not really sure what that thing in the package is, some sort of skeleton wall decor maybe. At Home is really going all in on the faceless ghosts, but it is a great aesthetic. Looks very creepy. I love this mirror with the bat holding it up. Oh wow, beautiful. Definitely looks like you'd be spending a lot more than the $18 it cost on that. Some of these look a little bit cheaper though, like the fake plants. I think they could do a little bit better with those. Here we have an urn, or is it a cookie jar? It's got a lid. I guess you could do either with those. And again, not a bad price. I wouldn't mind having that maybe on the shelf in my living room. It would look pretty good with that bust that we saw earlier maybe, a little shrine of some sort. Everybody needs a happy haunting sign, and I think that's a sign that you need to subscribe if you haven't yet. Please help us get to 100,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know if Tom thinks it was worth the long drive, but we have the ghost driving the car right now, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. I, however, thought it was a fantastic trip. I was really excited by the merchandise that I saw, and it looks like they're just starting to put it out. I mean, I saw the guy actually putting stuff out while we were looking around, so I expect if your store doesn't have stuff, he'll probably have it pretty soon. And I'm hoping my local store does too, because I definitely want to go back and check out the rest of the merchandise when it gets there, and even take maybe another look at the stuff we just saw, because there were some really amazing pieces, and the prices were super affordable. I was expecting them to be very high, but maybe that's just coming off some of the other stores that we've been looking at recently, or other particular store where the prices have been super high. Just to see the reasonable prices here for really nice pieces, I'm very excited about adding several things to my collection. Didn't get anything today, but I certainly think I will be in the future. But let me know if there was something that you saw that you liked, or at least got a little bit inspired by. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you're interested in joining our Fright Club, be sure to check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care, and happy haunting.